There's a time when you get old that children's shows start to become less watchable. I'm not talking about shows for kids like Ben 10, Ninjago, Teen Titans, you know, the classics that any age can watch. I'm talking toddler stuff. Even stuff I used to watch back in the day when I was a kid. There are some exceptions, like Thomas the Tank Engine, Bob the Builder, and so on. Those are shows I think anybody could sit through and even enjoy themselves. But there are other shows that just talk down to the viewer, and to be honest, I question how kids can even sit through this stuff. For every Thomas the Tank Engine, there's a Peppa Pig. For every Bob the Builder, there's a Barney the Dinosaur. And don't get me wrong, there's just straight up bad ones, especially for kids, like Caillou. Ugh. And I don't know if it's just me getting old and having those, well, back in my day talk, but I swear they've gotten even worse. Well, there are some decent ones, like Paw Patrol. There's so many others that I can just barely sit through without that noise and dialogue getting to me. I can't put it into words exactly what I feel, but there's only one exception to this rule. Bluey. If I asked you what a successful dictator was like, would you picture this? Bluey is just a great show. No buts or ifs about it. And before you say I'm just trying to fit in with the YouTube climate, I complimented this show before it became the viral sensation it is today. Unlike most shows that talk down to the viewer, Bluey feels like a show meant for families as well as children. Nothing about the show feels fake. Even if it's a show about talking dogs, you can tell this family actually loves each other and not just putting on a show for an audience. Bandit feels like an actual dad. Chilli feels like an actual mom. Bluey and Bingo feel like daughters and sisters. And yes, let's get this straight, Bluey is a girl. I'll admit, I fell for the lies too, but Bluey is a girl. Remember that. Educate your friends, please. Not to mention, along with how real everything feels, the show actually is just really funny.
What's so nice about having a true love?
Well, they're always there for you when you need them.
Let's play tickle crabs. Yeah, tickle crabs.
See you later.
I could drag on for ages about how great the show is, but that's not what I'm here to do today. And there are plenty of other videos that do the show more justice, so go check those out. Or really, just watch the show. I promise it's worth your time, especially if you have kids or relatives. I promise they'll enjoy it, and you will too, because everyone does. Bluey has tapped into the hearts of billions, constantly trending on Disney Plus and social media, and everybody tunes in for every episode. But, you know the old saying, when something is popular, other people want pieces of that pie, especially people that don't even know what that media even is. There are so many unlicensed games on the Google Play Store, and I can't help but have a sick curiosity. So today, I downloaded a whole bunch of Bluey games, officially off the Google Play Store. No side loading or anything like that, and I want to show you what I found, because some of them, oh boy! Okay, let's start tame. Bluey Math Kids. I'm not sure if this is a bootleg or not. Sure, it's relatively cheap and I don't see any copyrights over it, but it seems real and it fits the franchise. The only thing that makes me think it's a bootleg is just the incorrect grammar on the title, but even then, it's not that bad. The text isn't cheap as it fits the chalkboard aesthetic, and the characters seem normal even if the animation is one frame each time, but I could look past that. Though I would prefer if Bluey didn't look at me like that. Everything seems straight from the show, and I don't see any misshaped assets, so honestly, if this is a bootleg, they're doing a great job seeing legitimate. Seeing it on surface value though, if you want a good Bluey game, especially for your kids to learn math, this is a good one. The game works exactly how you'd expect it, just one problem. I've been playing Five Nights at Freddy's lately for a future video, and those games are pretty scary, but nothing is more terrifying to me than math. Addition, subtraction, I'm fine, but I'm rusty as hell when we get to multiplication and division, and bingo prays for you when you get something wrong. The only problem I have with the app is the other mini games. I don't know if I'm really stupid, but this puzzle game seems absolutely garbage, as there is no edges to any of the pieces, so the tiles don't make any sense. The other is just a standard memory game, so no hard feelings there, I guess. Wow, what a great start. That was actually a pretty decent game. So maybe if we stick to what Bluey's known for, maybe we'll get better games. So let's play Bluey Piano Tiles. You all know Bluey's theme song, it's peak. I can't wait to play it on this Piano Tiles game. This game doesn't have the Bluey theme song and it has nothing to do with Bluey. You couldn't have just sneezed a render of Bluey on top of this winter background, and you're probably saying to yourself, well, they don't have the Bluey theme song so they don't get copyrighted. Okay, sure, but why do they have the theme song for Spidey and His Amazing Friends here? You know, another show that runs on Disney Junior that's made by Fall Out Boy, an actual band that could copyright you? I need to pick me up. I want to go on an adventure with Bluey and Bingo. That's what I need, and the screenshots are just shots of the show. That's not a good sign. Do you love Super Zings and Bluey and Bingo game? You are in the right place. In this game of Super Bluey and Bingo, absolutely you will enjoy, because you will enter to a world of magic traps, so you must be a hero like Mario. Sorcery traps will take more time to the universe, a remarkable prison experience. Try not to be tricked by the simplicity of principal prisons. The higher the level, the more alarming it gets inside the dungeon. In Magic Trap, there are no focuses. You will feel nostalgic, assuming you had played old C64 and Amiga times in your experience growing up. If you have nostalgia for C64 and Amiga, you're dead! But hey, this game does have very promising features, like lightweight game. You see, that's the problem. Super Mario Odyssey was such a great game, but I can't lift it due to how heavy it is. Well, let's open the app and give it a try. It is literally just an image. I made sure I closed the app multiple times, but no, this is just this single blurry snapshot of Bluey and Bingo. You see, it's symbolism, because the real adventure is me finding the time I wasted on this. See, now I'm just getting sarcastic and upset. I need to relax, and I can with the Bluey ASMR game. When you will start, you will feel like play Friday Night Funkin' Adventure or Wobbly Life more than the Bluey and Bingo is like Poppy Playtime. They are on same family, and if you want to know who's your daddy game, try to complete this Bluey and Bingo dance game. Wait, are you saying that either Friday Night Funkin' or Wobbly Life is my daddy? More than that, the Bluey and Bingo is like Poppy Playtime, Teddy Freddy, Bendy and Nightmare, Gummy Bear. They are on same family. Is Bendy Bluey's great-grandfather? Alright, I'm done here. Let's just open the goddamn game already, and immediately we get an ad. No worries, I understand. You gotta pay the bills. I can handle an ad, and you know, if it's at the start, maybe we'll get less during the game. We reach the title screen, and there's a big, huge ad on the title screen, and there's a message asking us to check out their store for more unique challenges and features. No problem, gotta have some shameless plugs sometimes, and not to mention, this is the first game with the actual Bluey theme song, which is a bop, as we've talked about, so far I'm pretty happy, you know, I'm pretty happy. And okay, there's another ad, and it's one of those ads. I hate these fucking ads so much. I think the people that make these ads just genuinely like ruining the poor person's day. Not to mention, the Bluey music is still playing over this ad. But at least we can finally play the first another ad? And now we're back at the title screen, and it's different this time. This guy is sticking his tongue at me, and I swear these guys are bigger than before. Wait, now you want me to rate it? I haven't played the game yet because this game has more pop-up ads than X videos. And I mean the one with boobs, not bad Sonic opinions. And the ads still don't stop, because once we tap start, there's another ad! Finally, we're in the game, and it's just a dress-up game. Yeah, you know, those online flash games where you can put different clothes on characters? That's literally what this is. And you can even put other clothes on them, because it's just accessories. But that doesn't mean I didn't try to make something really cursed. So that was fun. By the way, what about this is ASMR? And why does this feel like one of those website games you'd play on the Playhouse Disney website? Oh, excuse me, Disney Junior website. Well, that's actually because it is one of those games on the Bluey website that you can play. And the animations actually run properly and aren't like a PowerPoint slideshow. Oh, and there are no ads, so just play it on the website instead. Don't give some guy in his basement ad revenue. What, me? No, I'm not in the basement. I don't count. Well, after that, let's try another game that hopefully isn't just a game on Bluey's website. Bluey and Bingo Hero Game. This is the same description as the one that was just a JPEG, except this time, at the very end, it comes with the bonus feature of, we made this game adventure to be a hero that he can skip all difficult. So when you are playing, you will be like Ben 10 and Vin. Who cares if I'm either one of those? It's still not going to work. Oh my, we actually have a loading screen. It actually looked at... What is that music? That doesn't sound like Bluey. Rescue the cows to claim the prize? Why can I only play chapter 3? Why is it Halloween themed? I have so many questions. Well, maybe I don't need to play chapters 1 and 2. Maybe the devs removed them later on in the game's life because they thought it was unnecessary. Why didn't you let me play chapters 1 and 2? I'm confused! What is going on here? What are these enemies? Why is Bingo strapped to a jetpack and looking very, very uncomfortable? Why is he shooting these little mini planes in both a single and triple formation simultaneously? Why do I have to repeatedly tap the screen when I could just hold it? What is this? Making oatmeal? Person who shall not be named? I'm gonna need more than oatmeal after this. And who are these people? Where's my mom? And I mean Bingo's mom. I don't have a mom, according to my lore. Why is there a giant plane on top of me? Did I board this plane? Is it about to bomb me? Who's the pilot? Osama bin Laden. Why is there a pumpkin with nuclear waste strapped to it? What is this? This is just a mishmash of nothingness. And what's wrong with your face? Oh, apparently he didn't like how I said that because he just disappeared. Yeah, so this is the boss of the level, and I didn't figure that out for a second because I thought you just had to keep shooting planes at him. But if you tap him on the screen, he dies really quickly. How does this work? And why does Bingo still not fit here? Well, I managed to find out the original image they used. They literally just Googled Bingo in a jetpack and got the second image and chroma keyed the blue background. Look, they didn't even cut out the purple smoke at the bottom. Okay, let's try something different and something with screenshots of the actual game. Here we go. Bluey superhero with Bingo. Even the description actually makes sense, forgiving some grammatical mistakes, but after being like Ben 10 and Venom, this is a godsend. And look, the images aren't just screenshots of the show. It's actually the game and looks like a generic platformer. And after what I just played, it looks spectacular right now. Bluey doesn't seem to like it though. Oh my god, an actual decent looking title screen. It would have taken me 2 seconds to make this in Vegas, but hey, it looks good. And oh my god, the game even looks like Bluey. Not quite exactly, but the environments are nice and friendly. The music is some of the most joyful music I have ever heard in gaming. God, after what I just played, I am just so happy. I'm actually playing a Bluey game. Bluey even fits... It's not Bluey! Couldn't have even gotten a Bluey sprite, could you? You just had to do something to make this game not worth it. See, now you pissed me off, and now I'm gonna start criticizing your game. Like how I can barely see this turtle because he's the same green as everything else, so he just blends in. Speaking of blending in, gee, these blocks sure look familiar, but I just can't put my finger on it. Oh, also apparently, because they didn't make this game for ultra-wide devices like mine, part of the background is just black screen. To attack enemies, you can either jump on them like Super Mario Bros, or you just whack them with your stick, which has a pitiful amount of range. And Bandit, I'm not succumbing to this game's wishes and pretending that's Bluey. Bandit has a projectile attack that I kept forgetting about. Well, at least all the enemies fit. They're a little weird looking, but they fit in the environment. Hey Freeman, you have a head crab loose? I found it in another game. And then you finally get near the end, and there are these platforms you have to go across, and there's a bird that knocks you so... I don't know what it is lately with me in video games and birds, but they seem to hate me and cause me trouble. And that's so unfair, because I'm NitPicker. I love all birds, even Titty. Oh, and did I mention that every time you die, you get an ad? No, not a game over. Every time you lose a life, you get an ad about thinking before you pull. Pull out of what? My stocks? Come on! I made it. It gives me an ad to celebrate, whatever, but then game over! I beat the level, that's so unfair! Well, can I at least buy Bingo oh, no, no. Bingo and Bluey adventure game. Calling all Bluey and Bingo. There's more of them! Oh, and doesn't that picture look familiar? I found the ASMR game. So the game has both a how to draw and wallpaper, but I'm only interested in the game, and it's another platformer. Oh, okay. You know what though? This is probably the closest the game has looked to the show. Specifically the background. It's actually really nice. The actual environment still doesn't look right though, but let's stop standing around here and let's give this game a fair shot. The fuck was that? Bluey and Bingo hero game. It wouldn't even load. Thank God. Next game. Alright, well hopefully the sequel will be taken care of as well, because it probably won't load either. Calling all Bluey and Bingo. Same as the other one! Bluey driving a car. Please, please run me over. I want to be done here. You couldn't have just given me this one, just this one? I'm getting real angry right now, and like any good father, I'm taking my anger out on the young. I'm calling Bluey and yelling at her.
Ready for action, Ryder, sir!
Ryder! I hardly know her! Fine, well at least let's play the game included here. I know a place where the grass is greener. Bluey and Bingo Game Family Run. Oh no, it's Super Bluey Cartoon Driven Monster Truck Racing. But hey, this game features Bandit, and not to mention this banging music he's into. I didn't know Bandit was into this. Let's play the game already. It's not Bandit! And it's just hill climb racing, but made with Nutter Butters and a piece of cardboard! Though if you're buying the Great Value brand, I guess those two are the same thing. I've lost all patience. I'm talking about nutting on butter now. But I just have one more left in me. Because I think I saved the very best, or the very worst even, for last. Do I need to say anything? Look at this icon. Look at these screenshots. The title even. Funny enough, however, is that the description actually makes sense on this one, which terrifies me even more, honestly, because that means an actual human being did this. Okay, let's load up the game. To start flinging enemies and popping zombies, you must accept our terms of service. And what are you gonna do if I don't? Let them eat me? I don't know if I'm going crazy, but in the background, I don't know if that's someone screaming or if someone's f***ing a sheet of metal. Ah, Bluey, you need a drink? You look dehydrated. Okay, let's load into a battle royale then, and I cannot believe this is real. I know, I honestly thought this was gonna be fake. I just screenshots for shock value, but no, this is real. Not to mention, this game runs in like 15 FPS, which could be my Motorola G Pure, but fuck if I know. Well, let's try Team Deathmatch then. What team am I on? There's at least blue, yellow, green, and red, and yet there's only 2 scoreboards. The fuck was that? Well, let's just switch to zombie mode already. Tips: in zombie mode, aim for the head, like Thanos said. Is Thanos canon to the Bluey universe? Was there a blip in Brisbane? Well, the game runs smoothly now, and I figured out how to shoot. You have to pull your gun out, then start shooting. Very clunkily. But I don't want to play this anyway, so let's just shoot up some zombies so we can leave. Oh my god, what is that thing? God, what is that music? Is it just me, or does that sound like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man music? Yeah, I hate these controls. Playing a first-person shooter on this is like telling someone to dry clean with seaweed. Your fingers are always in the way. There's way too many buttons, and you have to move your camera to get a decent shot. And not to mention, Bluey takes way too much of the screen and blocks your view even further, because big shock, this game didn't originally have Bluey in it. I know! It's an asset flip of some other game that I'm too lazy to research and find out about. Not to mention, this arena is huge. You run all over the place trying to find zombies to shoot, and you may say, well, what about your radar on your map on the top left corner of the red circles? Well, sometimes some zombies don't even bother showing up. It's such a shame too, because I really want to see their hilarious limping animations. They just animated one cycle for these dickheads and just looped it over and over and over again. But you're probably asking, did I beat all 60 waves? No! And you know why? Because all my weapons ran out of ammo and I couldn't pick up anymore. So do it! Just kill me already! Come on, do it! Well, that was anticlimactic. Continue? No, thank you. Please. It's not going away. It won't let me leave. Yeah, it forces you to press continue, so you have to see an ad. And then after that, you have to back out of the game. What a piece of shit. Oh, finally, I'm done. Well, to end this video on a positive note, hopefully, let's check out the officially licensed Bluey game for mobile. Bluey Let's Play. Oh my god, an actual title screen. Bluey and Bingo look like they've been caught doing something illegal, but who cares? It looks good, dang it. And the scene selections. Absolutely great. Everyone looks like they're having a blast, except this kid. Oh my god, voice acting and the title screen's just like the actual show. So you can take characters into scenes, and the backgrounds are freaking huge. I could be scrolling this for hours. Look at all these characters. We can only use Bluey and Bingo for now, so how do we unlock more? Maybe you have to do some specific scenes, maybe reenact references to the show for some characters, but some might have to be bought through coins, which is fair. Let's see how we unlock Bandit. I've got some ideas to make something cursed with him. Oh, so it looks like you have to pay for the rest of the app, and that's how you unlock the rest of the characters. A little weird, but $7 a month! This glorified sticker sheet you could get at any dollar store for like $10 is $7 a month? No! What is this? This is an absolute sham. You can't be doing stuff like this for little kids. This is absolutely pathetic. What kind of heartless bastards are you for putting this kind of scheme on Bluey? I played some shit on mobile today, but this has to be the saddest I have ever been on something that's official. Well, hey, you know what? We're done with mobile. And Bluey is not on console, so you know what? At least her name won't be tainted on there. No. I said something. Outright games. No! Not outright games! No!